Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum class. I welcome you to English grade 7 video lessons. I hope that you're doing well. This is your instructor Zahmid. Now, as you know that we are in this video lecture, we are dealing with our unit number 2 and the title is Etiquettes of Travel and Transport. Now, this will be our lecture number 5A and the competency is oral communication. Now, this video lesson will be about oral communication, so you have to get prepared for it. Now let's begin by reading our students learning outcome, or as we call it in short, SLO. So the students learning outcome is apply knowledge from listening to, viewing and responding to text for different purposes including arguments and discussions. For example, in the context of enjoyment and understanding of other areas of language learning. Now, I hope that you have understood. Let us break it down for you. You will apply your knowledge from listening to and viewing and also responding to text. Text can be anything that you are reading, any written text. You need to apply your knowledge of whether you are listening to a story or to a face-to-face communication, or if you're watching a play or anything that you're listening to, and also if you're viewing it. Now you will apply these knowledge for different purposes. For example, why do we listen and why do we listen for? We listen for and we read or view for enjoyment and understanding of other language learning, other areas of language learning. Now, let's begin by reading this is our vertical linkage of our SLO with the previous grade that you have already studied very well. I hope that you can recall most of it. Moving on with our brainstorming session in which we have a question for you, that why is listening an important skill? Now, we know that listening is very important. We listen to our teachers, our parents, we listen to our friends, when we listen for so many other purposes. Now, why is it important? Why there is a need to listen? Can you answer this question and share it with your fellows and your teacher? Moving on with our topic, which is listening, viewing and responding. Now, let's talk about listening first. Now, listening is a crucial skill to develop in language learners for several reasons. It is used for communicating, enhancing grammar and vocabulary. We also improve our listening skills to improve pronunciation and fluency, comprehension skills, academic and professional success. Now, all these things are very important. These skills are important to have for you students. Moving on. Now, why do we listen? We listen for entertainment when we are trying to entertain ourselves. Now, we read stories and listen and watch movies, documentaries, programs for entertainment. It can engage an audience by providing thought-provoking questions and fresh perspectives on topics. So, whether you're watching something, you're listening to something, you are actually paying attention and getting the message and entertaining yourselves. Now, we also listen to collect information. Let's read it. We listen to news, programs and read articles, etc. to get information. Now, the topic is about viewing, listening and responding, and for getting information we also read and we also listen. So we know that listening is very important, whether you're listening to the radio, you're listening to the news, or you're listening to a vlog. This is very important to collect information for your better understanding and for your research. Now, we also listen for persuasion. Let's read it. we listen to an argument in favor of a particular point of view. This can be done through the use of persuasive language, logical reasoning, rhetorical devices, and the use of evidence. It also includes discussions, personal anecdotes, and stories to illustrate the point and make it more relatable to the audience. Now, when we are listening, for example, if you are listening for arguments, and now we are coming across so many different rhetorical devices, we are coming across different point of views. Hence, we are listening to the arguments and different perspectives to enhance our knowledge about different topics. Now, for your classroom activity, we have page number 15 from your book. You have to read the given travel safety manual in pairs, identify the purpose of the manual, and discuss how the content is written to fulfill that purpose. Now, after understanding about the importance of listening skills, now it's time to put this in practice. You have to do this classroom activity and find a partner to do it with. Moving on, this is our homework. Have to watch and listen to a program and respond to it by discussing with your any family member. Whether you're watching a documentary series or you're reading something, now you want to discuss it with others. The homework is about watching and listening to a program both, and then you have to engage in a discussion with any of your family member. This will enhance your listening skills more. Now, at the end, I'd like to introduce some resources for you. Here's a question bank, a presentation, and finally a lesson plan. These are available in the description of the video. You can access them easily. Thank you, my dear learners. I hope that you had great time learning about why listening is important and for what purposes do we listen. We listen for entertainment, we listen for persuasion, and we also listen to get information. So these are the purposes of listening, and listening skills are very important. You have to enhance them by listening and watching more information, more news, and your favorite documentaries, and then you can respond to it by talking to someone else about it and engaging in a fruitful discussion. Till the next video lesson, I'm your instructor Zahmeed signing off. Allah Hafiz.